Hello, I am here with Avatara!
What's up, guys?
And she is going to make me over into a punky visual kei, very different than my own style.
I'm so excited.
I have been a fan of your looks since you emerged in the Lolita community.
Aww.
I'm sure viewers recognize you because I reference your famous Hot Topic look all the time. And I think that your style is just like so unique, and I think that it's really important to debut because, like we were talking about earlier, people are afraid to try different things. They feel like they need approval, and you are like living proof that you can just do what you want and dress up and have fun.
Yes.
How would you describe your style in general, and then also specifically in terms of Lolita?
I take a lot of influence from gothic fashion, punk fashion, and of course like Harajuku street fashion. Growing up, I loved reading Fruits magazine, and also I got my hands on a lot of visual kei magazines too. I read a lot of like Kara and also Cure, and was really into like the music and also the fashion and that pairing. I'm a musician myself. I play the violin and I'm also a DJ, so I loved the mixture of beautiful music and beautiful aesthetics. And my name also is Persian. It means melody.
Oh, cool.
So I feel like that's always kind of like been my thing, is like melody is so like warm and romantic and aesthetic, and I try to convey that with my fashion.
I don't know what the proper term would be. Would you call yourself a designer, an artist? Because you make a lot of really cool things.
Thank you.
What do you prefer your title be?
I would call myself a designer.
Okay.
Yeah, I call myself a costume designer and also a milliner.
Okay, cool,
Yeah.
cool. And how did you become interested in that? Do you think that it was like existing beside your like interest in alternative fashion, or did it come from alternative fashion?
Well, I'm also really into like haute couture and like runway fashion. I love some of my favorite designers are like Alexander McQueen, Vivienne Westwood, Jean-Paul Gaultier, and I just loved the fantasy and the storytelling of that, and that's been a big inspiration to me. I also have just always been really fascinated by headpieces. I think hats are so cool. Like no matter what it looks like, it's like your king or queen's crown, and it helps to elevate you. It brings attention and focus to your head, makes you stand taller. And it's like wearing a sculpture. Like I appreciate millinery because it's very technical and it's working with your hands and it's building a sculpture for your head.
What are your favorite Lolita brands?
Speaking of music, I love Malice Miser. Is probably my favorite visual kei band, and so I'm a big fan of Manasama. I love both his stage costumes and then also his brand Woman Moitié. Like it's funny because I love the gothic stuff, so like Moitié, and then also like I love like the old like Putumayo stuff. I love Atelier Pierrot. I also love like baby stuff, like more classic Lolita, more old school. I would love to experiment with more sweet styles and like wear like AP, but just...
I need to put you in AP. That's gonna be the next video,
episode.
next
We'll
project.
do a style swap.
Yes.
That'd be great.
Let's like dive into your amazing closet wardrobe.
I'm so excited to dress you up. It's gonna be great.
Yee, let's go.
Transformation starts.
I've already shown your closet once.
I did like a very short wardrobe tour that you shared on your YouTube channel, but you'll get to see a more in-depth experience and get to see all of my pieces today. It's very cozy in here. I've been working on this collection for over a decade, and there's many different styles represented. Over here is where I've got most of my J fashion wardrobe. I've got jackets. I've got some more punk casual stuff. I'm a big fan of H. Naoto and Hangry and Angry. I also forgot to mention that I love indie designers too. Like I have this beautiful piece by Sweet Mildred in here that is Made to my measurements, is so comfortable, so cute. I love tartan and plaid. Shout out to Sweet Mildred if you see this. Hi, and thank you so much. Because I'm like right at the edge of what can fit me in terms of like brand sizing, I always go for the stuff that's shirred. This is technically an OP, but my arms always eat the sleeves, so they just end up turning into straps. But this is really nice and stretchy, so it fits over my bust. And I'll usually go back and cinch in the waist with like a corset or a vest on top of this. I like to be creative with my layering and try different pieces together that you wouldn't normally see in Lolita. I have my coveted iron gate right here. I love this baby so much. I'm so happy I was finally able to get my dream dress this past year. I like wearing skirts too. It's usually like the top of a dress that won't fit me very well, so I'll do a lot of like skirts with a blouse on top. I also really enjoy like Western punk and gothic fashion, so I have a lot of like Trip NYC,
it looks like,
and Hot Topic stuff in here. All my Trip pants with the chains.
Love it.
I've also been learning about some Chinese designers that I'm a big fan of. Like these jeans, I haven't had the chance to wear them yet, but they're so cool. They're by this brand, La Lune. I found them on Instagram, and they have bat wings.
Oh, that's so cool.
They like snap on and off, and they open up. Aren't these amazing? Also really enjoy like 90s rave wear and cyberpunk. Like I have these really cool like skirt suspender leg warmer type things.
That's so cool.
That I've even worked into a cyber Lolita cord before.
I was gonna say, I feel like you did something for like Ida Day, right?
Yes.
That was like
Yes.
that. Yeah.
I embraced the full Ida. I know that like for some reason people have a problem with mixing cyber aesthetics with Lolita, but I think it looks really cool.
Yeah, I've been seeing a little bit of it more and more recently. And
Also, Lolita, I feel like became popular in the subculture, like in alternative circles in Japan during the 90s, and cyber fashion and like rave fashion also came up at that time, so why couldn't you mix them?
That's a really good
They came
point.
from a very similar origin.
Yeah. This is definitely out of my comfort zone makeup, but I really like it. The lips are giving me clown, and I'm living for that. That's in my comfort zone. The eyebrows are amazing. Those are not my eyebrows. What in the world? I love it. Contouring with such dark colors. It all comes together so well. I feel like I just can't stop smiling. I literally can't stop smiling. The smile.
I love it. I think you look beautiful.
Thank you.
Thanks for letting me paint your face.
Heck yeah.
This is super fun.
Cinema roll, what do you think?
I love it.
When it comes to making outfits, you can really start anywhere. And we decided to start with headpieces, using Avatara's designs, of course. From there, we used a lot of pieces that I randomly picked from Avatara's wardrobe that I didn't have experience wearing. The first look featured the bat wing veil, and it made me feel really tough and sexy. I really enjoyed the silhouette of this outfit and felt really comfortable in it. The next look is built off of this Avatara Designs spiderweb pillbox, which is feeding my need for Halloween aesthetics right now. This is my first time wearing a trip skirt like this, and I found the style of the shirt really cool. Avatara really got me into arm warmers. I actually think I'm gonna grab a pair of these. I really enjoyed playing around with them. I also really like what it brings to the look for both daily goth clothes as well as possibly with Lolita. In person, I wasn't immediately feeling this look as much, but seeing it in photos and videos, I actually really like it, and I think I want to get a skirt like this. I have never felt comfortable in this sort of pirate or aristocratic styles, but I think I could get into it. Even though it is very different for me, I think pairing it with something more feminine like the skirt and the purse made me really enjoy it, as well as thigh highs. I'm honestly always down to wear thigh highs, so adding it to any outfit will automatically make me feel more comfortable. This tricorn hat was also made by Avatara, and the one that I own myself is more cream. I think that I would like to get a gothic one because I think that it's easier to style in with gothic pieces. In the final look, we wanted to include the bat wing pillbox and make it a more Lolita inspired coordinate. I was really into this look since I'm really comfortable in Lolita silhouettes, and it was really nice to combine pieces and collaborate on creative layering. Avatara gave me a lot of free reign, but I would just pull things from her closet and say, how can we incorporate this? And she would put it together. I didn't film an outro for this video because we were filming until 11 o'clock at night. It turns out doing multiple outfits takes quite a while, and we were just having so much fun that we couldn't stop. I thought that it would be good too to visit this when I've had some time to think about it and I've finished the whole experience. I wish that I could make a 10-hour documentary on Avatara because she has so much to give in terms of self-expression and art and fashion. Avatara is incredibly knowledgeable, and being around her is so motivating and so inspiring. And Avatara has expressed interest in creating content, and I really hope that she is able to in the future because I know that she has so much to share with all of you, and she creates so many cool things and can just explain things in such an interesting, fascinating way. I am so grateful that she gave me this experience because I am not like Mr. Freeze. Hear me out. Mr. Freeze has solid branding. You know, he really likes the cold and he loves his wife. That's it. I have too many interests. I like too many things, and I have spent the last 10 or 12 years collecting primarily sweet Lolita, despite having a lot of other interests in other areas, but it's hard to invest in so many different things. The brands that Avatara was talking about, I've known for years and been interested in and kind of collected things here and there on the sidelines, but in order to have the experience that she gave me, I would have had to spend 10 or 15 years collecting all of that stuff. So it was really amazing to be able to just walk into her closet with all of it, right? Because even if I started now, I would get like one dress here, one top there, and I wouldn't have a complete look. It was such an amazing experience to head to toe be transformed into this other style. I'm not going to up and take Avatara's style completely, but there are definitely a lot of elements that I would like to experiment in the future with. I really liked the first and last outfits that I wore. So there was the trip dress that had like the slits on the side, and then the more Avatara Lolita style coordinate. I'm not so much a fan of the trip like to the floor pieces. I think that they're cool, but I'm not so comfortable with them on me because I like to show my leggies, which is why I liked the slit up dress, and I would like to get a dress in that style. Even if it's not necessarily the exact same dress, I do want to get one that's kind of like a maxi style, but you can still have your legs out. There's this really cute one from Foxblood that I have my eye on. There were times when I would look at myself and with Avatara's makeup, I would see myself, and other times I would look and just see Avatara. Because when you're wearing someone else's makeup that isn't dependent on features, you're kind of redrawing your features, you're recreating these shapes, it's gonna make you look like that person or associate with that person. I'm not so keen on Avatara's brow style for myself. I think that it looks great on her, but on me, I wasn't so sure. I don't know that I'm going to continue to recreate that on my own, but I am really impressed with how she drew my lips. I have struggled when doing clown-inspired makeup to do a pointy mouth and have it not look weird, because when you make different expressions, it will change the shape and sometimes it ends up looking like a W. But the way the Avatara did it, she overlined both my bottom and upper lip, but then I think that she extended the smile from my bottom lip. And I took a bunch of pictures of it from every angle, because with that makeup, no matter what expression I made, the mouth shape looked the same, and I was really impressed by that. While I was there, I forgot my camera battery charger and my extra camera battery, so Avatara had to send it to me, but she also sent me a little gift. This gothic Lolita pom-pom Purin, which she made this outfit for. I'm thinking now that Avatara might have like a side business in making little outfits for Kuma Kumia or for plushies, because this is heckin' adorable. I can't believe I now have a fully customized pom-pom Purin, my favorite Sanrio character. I'm sorry, Cinema Roll, you are my second favorite, you are my birthday twin, but Pom-Pom Purin is definitely my all-time fave boy. Thank you so much. I love him. He's going on the shelf above me. Please go show Avatara love and support. I think that following her is really encouraging to those of you who might feel kind of constrained from the Lolita rules and expectations of what fashion the Lolita is. And I think that she is a great representation of doing whatever you want and not being afraid to be experimental. I'm incredibly excited to continue following Avatara's fashion journey as well as her brand's journey. I really hope that when I'm back in California, we can get together again and she will let me put her in Super OTT Suite pastel Lolita, because I want to see that.
I feel like for your channel, they all need to see the infamous Hot Topic dress.
Oh yes, absolutely.
So here it is in the flesh.
Wow, it's a piece of history. It's so short.
It's really short, but with creative layering, you can still make it work for a punk arrow looking outfit.